Hi, and welcome back to 959 Phonics. Today we're going to do more of the base word spelling. So for the lesson today, you will need the worksheet for this lesson or a blank piece of paper. If you are using a blank piece of paper, you're going to create the chart that you see on the screen. If you have the worksheet, you already have this chart. So when you make your chart, you're going to want to have 3 columns, and you're going to want to label the chart base or root bright, because the root word that we're going to use today is bright. If you have the worksheet, you can go ahead and put bright on your worksheet as well. So we're going to spell that brr, B-R, and then it has that magic rhyme, ight, I-G-H-T. Go ahead and write that. Then you want a column that says prefixes. Prefixes are a little part that you can add to the beginning of a word that changes the meaning of that word. The middle part is for long words, and we're not going to write anything there until the end of the lesson. The other column is for suffixes. Suffixes are a little part that you can add to the end of the word that changes the meaning. In yesterday's lesson, we did the suffix OUS, like in curious. OUS usually means full of. So if you're curious, you're full of curiosity. So today I'm going to show you some words, and we are going to break them apart and record the prefixes and suffixes on the chart. Not every word will have a prefix, but when we see a prefix, we'll put it in the prefix column. So let me show you the first word. The first word is brighter. So what is the prefix on brighter? Well, there's not one because there's nothing that comes before bright. What is the suffix on brighter? The suffix on brighter is ER. So when I go to my chart, I'm going to write ER in the suffix column. Go ahead and write that. The next word that I want to show you is brightly, like the moon shone brightly. What is the prefix on brightly? Again, there is not a prefix on brightly. What is the suffix on brightly? It's this ly. So on your chart, you're going to record ly on suffix. And the way this program works, I have to click through each one each time. So you'll see my chart filling in again each time, but you're just going to keep writing yours so it looks like mine. You don't need to write another ER. All right, let me show you another word. Read this word. What is the prefix on this word? There's not one. How about the suffix? Ness. So I would read this word brightness. Go ahead and record that suffix ness in your suffix column. Here's another word. What is the prefix on brighten? There isn't one. What is the suffix on brighten? en. So you're going to record the suffix in the suffix box. This word is brightest. What is the prefix on brightest? Again, there isn't one. What is the suffix on brightest? est. So you're going to record the suffix in the suffix box, est. This word is overbright. Overbright means excessively bright, like there was overbright stage lighting. What is the prefix on overbright? There is one. It's over. What is the suffix on overbright? There isn't one. So we're only going to write in the prefix column for this word. So here we go. There it is. You can write it at the top. It landed in a weird spot, but you don't have to. Okay. If I were to ask you, how would you do on a spelling test of these words? Give yourself like a thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs sideways. Now, I think if you use the chart, you're going to do really well on a spelling test of these words. So let me show you what I mean. I want you to start by writing the word brightest. Well, when I listen to brightest, it doesn't have a prefix, brightest. Okay, so it does have a suffix. It's the est suffix. I already have bright spelled for me right here. So all I have to do is copy it down into this box and then add the suffix est. Here's what brightest will look like. Go ahead and write it on your chart. The rest of the words I'm going to say for you, but I'm not going to put them on the chart. I want you to use the prefixes and suffixes to try and spell the word and then show it to an adult and have them check your work. So the next word I want you to write is the word brightly. What is the prefix on brightly? There isn't one. What is the suffix on brightly? Ly. Okay, so use your root word and use your suffix to write the word brightly. Let's try the word brighter. What is the prefix on brighter? There isn't one. What is the suffix? So now you're going to write brighter. Let's try the word over brightly. What is the prefix on over brightly? It's over. What is the root word? Bright. And what is the suffix? Ly. Over brightly. Go ahead and write it. Here's our last one for today. Let's write the word brightener. So you might have heard of like a tooth brightener, makes your teeth more white. It can also be a word that describes a person that brings a certain sense of light and joy to a room. That person is a brightener. What's the prefix on brightener? There isn't one. What is the suffix on brightener? Well, there's actually two. Do you know what they are? Brighten, en, brightener, er. Go ahead and write brightener. So today we learned that adding a prefix to the beginning of a word or adding a suffix to the end of the word can change the meaning of the word. We've learned that if we can spell the base or root word, it helps us to spell lots of other words. So take your paper to an adult and show them the work that you did today, and then make sure you spend a lot of time today reading independently and writing independently. And I'll see you here again next time for 959 Phonics, where we learn phonics patterns in less than 10 minutes per day.